Yes, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to be talking about overproducing when you're making beats for artists. So a few days ago, somebody reached out to me on WhatsApp and sent me a message and they were like, hey, listen to this track. What do you think about this track? Something is missing. His mixing is not good. He doesn't like the way it sounds, or he doesn't even like the way the snare sounds. And I heard a track, and to my own surprise, it wasn't even the mixing that was bad. It wasn't his snare that was bad. It wasn't you know, the song that was bad. It was just his sound selection and his arrangements that kind of made the track sound kind of bad. I don't even use the word bad, but it kind of made the track sound not so good, But I talked to him and I was like, hey, when you're playing your melodies, what's your thought process like? What do you think of? What do what do you how do you come up with your melodies? How do you come up with your arrangements? And he couldn't even give me a good answer. It's like, oh, I just know a little bit. And yes, that little is fine for you to know, but at the same time too, if you're going to play beats or if you want to make beats for artists, you always need to keep in mind that the artist is going to want to sing on the song. So in the song, basically, he had a lot of melodies going on. He had guitars, he had guitar phrases, he had bass phrases, he had flutes, he had a whole bunch of melodies going on. And I'm like, let me even send me the FLP zip. Like, let me see what you're doing in there. And I looked inside it, and a lot was going on. I didn't even have some plugins to load in there because he put too much stuff going. Sax was here, the drums were all over the place. You know, at the end of the day, mixing is not as complicated as you guys might think it is. Even me myself, I'm not a professional mixer, but from my own experience, from what I've noticed mixing songs and working with artists, is sometimes less is more. You don't need to add so much in your beats. Some things that you think they're cool, like some drum rolls, you want to add 3 million drum rolls, you want to add 5 million melodies. You can't be doing that all the time, because if you're making the beat for an artist, remember that the artist is going to sing to it. Remember that some melodies might sound fire when you're making the beats. I know that I've been there. I've been there. I've done that a lot. Some melodies will sound fire, and when artists come to vibe to it, they can't even sing anything to it because they want to vibe and the melody just throws them off. So sometimes it's very hard. I know it's very, very challenging if you're a producer and you're trying to make a beats without an artist. Me personally, I love working with talented artists. Remember, I said talented artists. I love working with talented artists because they can see the vision. They have like the idea of the song. They know where the intro is gonna be. They know what the verse is gonna be. They know how they want to arrange the song. So it's very easy to work with them. So you don't add something and they don't like it, or you add one melody and it's throwing them off. You can add what they're like feeling at that point. I like working with artists most of the time, and sometimes so there's no inspiration too. So I know I get it. You don't want to go to an artist studio or you don't want to link up to an artist and you don't have beats to play to them or play for them. So at the same time, you just have to be intentional with your melodies. I think that's also one thing people need to you producers, or you amateur producers, or beginner producers. I don't want to use the word beginners, but you guys that are still learning how to make beats or work with artists, you need to be intentional with your melodies. Don't just play melodies because you like it. Yes, it might be fire to you, yeah, but try and sing to it. Now let's see how fire it is after you've played it. Some melody, I do the mistake all the time. Like, I want to play the pentatonic scale. I know sometimes I can't come up with melodies and I want to use the pentatonic scale to come up with melodies, but sometimes too it's like it throws me off, it throws the artist off when it's time to vibe. So I find myself taking stuff out because people will be like, send me beats. I don't like sending beats to, I don't like sending beats to artists. People saying send me beats. I don't like sending beats because I'll send you like 5 beats and they will not even like one, or they won't want to pick any of them. So I always want to like meet them one on one. Let's have a discussion. Let's talk. Let me know what's good with you. Yes, I have beats that I just put and I sell to some artists, but for the most part, like me personally, for the music production I don't just love being a beat maker. I love working with the artist. I love being a full producer. Let me hear the idea. Sometimes I might not give them any ideas lyrically, or like I might not tell them what to do. I just want to hear them bring their own vibe. I bring my own vibe, but we have to meet somewhere, So next time you're making your beats, guys, I'm just making these videos a rant. Be intentional with your melodies. Don't just add melodies because you like it. I would have played the song for you guys, but I don't want to, because I kind of ghost produced the song. I sent it back to him so you can listen to it and tell me what he thinks, But I'm just making this video for you guys to always have in mind. Don't just add melodies because you feel like adding melodies. Like, I get it. Sometimes you want to like be extra. Don't. If you play a simple chord progression, one thing you can do, play the simple chords, add melodies that follow that chord. Don't just add melodies because you're trying to be creative. Add melodies that follow that chord. Sometimes it's kind of hard. Like some people will start with the melodies and trying to find chords to it. There's no one way to it, but one easy way that works for me, one easy formula I use is start off with the chords. Then from that chords I've played, I kind of find melodies to that chord I've played. I don't try to do too much because when you start doing too much, like I said, the artist is going to want to vibe to it and it's going to throw them off. So another thing I do is I play my beats, play my melodies, and I try to vibe myself. If you guys watch my streams, I live stream a lot. Or if you guys watch some of my tutorials, you see me adding my vocals there. I can't sing with my vocals are whack, but it's just for me to know that, oh, I don't do too much. I don't play too many melodies. I don't spoil the whole vibe. Simple chords, play a melody that follows the chord progression, or play like supporting chords. Play one chord, then add like a chord to support that chord, But don't play chord and play melodies. It's too distracting at the end of the day. Always be careful with it, guys. I've said this like 5 times, but I don't want to make this video too long. And see you guys on the next one. If you guys have anything you want to share in the comments, leave it in the comments. I would reply your comments. I would like your comment. I would heart your comments. Whatever. See you guys on the next one.